I think I'm gonna ask her out today.
Wagwan, David. Everything good? You gonna have a good day today, man.
David, don't wear that. She's not gonna like it. Look at you. So ugly.
Stop it.
You're not gonna her. Hey, sissy boy. David, you are never gonna be a real man like your brothers.
Will I ever be a man like my brothers?
Real man don't take medicine.
I am never gonna be a man like my brothers.
It's okay. Everything will be alright.
You're not, man. You're a worthless boy.
I'm such a loser. Please stop.
You're a worthless boy.
Please stop it. Stop.
Sissy boy.
Please stop. Please stop.
You're not, man.
Please stop it. Please stop.
You're not, man.
This first session is basically going to be about getting to know each other a little bit more, and especially I'm going to ask you a few questions to just better understand how you see what's been happening with you and what matters most to you, how it can help you, okay?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how old are you?
I'm 22, sir.
And who do you live with?
I live with my dad, my mom, and my sister.
Any other siblings?
Yeah. I have 2 older brothers, but they are married and they have their own families.
Tell me, what's been going on with you? What brings you here?
I have been hearing voices and having hallucinations.
You're a loser.
And I was placed on medication by my doctor. And the doctor said that the only way to be in good health and to do better is to stay on medication.
You know, sometimes people use different words, different phrases to talk about what they're experiencing. Besides hallucinations and hearing voices, are there any other words or phrases that you use to talk about what happens to you?
Well, tempest.
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 Tell me more about that.
Well, it's like a storm rather. That's the meaning of tempest. Just imagine the wave crashing at the seashore and it's foaming. It's like the mind becomes so overloaded.
Okay. So we're going to come back to this, okay? This is very helpful. Tell me a little bit more about the things that matter most to you.
Education and family.
Can you tell me what about education and family is important to you?
My mother says that education is very important and she wants me to go to school like my brothers.
Is there anything else?
Cars and girls.
Cars and girls?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So tell me a little bit more about cars. What do you like about cars?
Cars, you can modify them. You can, modify the parts. You can modify the engine. You can rebuild them.
Have you always liked cars?
I've always liked cars. When I was a boy, Dad and I used to spend a lot of time together fixing his car.
Is cars something you would like to do for work or school?
Of course. I'm actually working as a mechanic right now, but I'm in college to become an auto engineer one day.
Is there any special girl in your life right now?
Malika. She's my classmate. We're in the same study group. We help each other with assignments and we study together for exams.
Well, thanks for telling me about Malika, right?
Malika.
How does your family see what you've been going through?
My dad, he saw that I was myself. So, we headed to the hospital.
Sounds like both of your parents see what you've been going through very differently.
That's right. Sounds good. That's right. That sounds good.
Well, this has been all very helpful, David. Why don't we keep talking about all of this during the next few weeks? Can we meet again next week?
Yes, sir.
So, David, I'd like to talk a little bit more about the voices. The voices you hear sometimes. Can you tell me what you hear when you do hear voices?
Well, sometimes it's comforting. Sometimes it's bad. Comforting meaning it uplifts me. Compliments. I'm a good person. I'm good. I'm handsome. And I'm good smelling.
And when the voice is bad, what does it say to you?
Well, like I'm a worthless boy. Being dramatic and not being real.
Do the voices remind you of anything you've heard before?
I don't know. Oh, someone's calling. Who is it? Oh, it's Dad. I wonder why he's calling. You're probably wondering, how's my day going? Why is Mom calling? Oh, she probably heard of my bad grades. Yikes. What now?
David, I get a letter saying that you got some bad grades. What's go on? What's the matter with you? How do you expect to provide for your family one day and be a man? I don't want to hear an excuses.
I'm such a loser. Will I ever be a man like my brothers? Oh, Dad left a voice message. I wonder what he had to say.
Wagwan, son. I heard about your test grades. Don't worry. Everything will be alright. You're a brilliant young man. You can always try next time.
Kid, you have a good therapist. He really cares. But I don't know what he'll think if I tell him I want to keep the good voices. Sometimes these good voices tell me good things. I'm going to take a crazy chance.
I'm not really sure I fully understand how you feel about the voices, what you think about them. I was wondering if we could talk about that today.
I have been afraid to tell you what I've been thinking about the voices. I told my last therapist that these voices were helping me.
You're a brilliant young man.
And she said that you have to get rid of the voices because they were hurting me.
You're an idiot.
And I did not like that.
David, I'm not going to tell you that you have to get rid of the voices. And I'm certainly not gonna judge you if you tell me how you feel about them. Do you think you can trust me?
Sometimes they are a little distracting. Sometimes they are bad. And sometimes they are comforting. Sometimes they're good. They say some things like, Wagwan, everything good. I hear that and feel better.
Wow, one? Everything good?
Yes, it actually means, what's going on? Is everything good?
I see. And do they help you in any particular area of your life?
Yes. Like when I'm lonely, I feel insecure. The voices talk to me and tell me that I should stay strong. They sounded like my dad.
Okay. How do you feel I can be most helpful to you, David?
I'm afraid that my mom doesn't understand me and would like to try for us to meet, my mom, you and I, and have a meeting.
What would you like to talk to your mom about in that meeting?
Well, I would like her to understand that these voices are a part of me. I may have a life, go to school, get a job, get married, and be a man.
Absolutely. We can meet with your mom. I'm just wondering, what would you like to do about the voices?
I want my voice to be louder than the bad voices, and I want to make the good voices my own. The bad voices are trying to break me down, but the good voices build me up. They help me to become the man I want to be.
So ugly. You're a loser.
You're not a loser, David. You're a man, David. Don't let anyone tell you you're not. Be strong, David. You can do this.
You're good.
You can do this.
Be strong, David. You can do this. Malika, do you have a few seconds?